Okay, let's jump right in. There's something pretty concerning, maybe even surprising happening. We're seeing more and more colorectal cancer diagnoses in younger people.
Yeah, it's definitely not what you typically think of affecting adolescents, but the trend is quite clear.
So the big question is, what's being done? How are we tackling this?
Well, what's really interesting is the approach. It's quite bold, actually, and very interdisciplinary. Today, we're diving into how some innovative teaching ideas are merging with, complex biomedical science to really address it.
Right, and the main example we're looking at today is this initiative called the Navy Blue Gut. It's a video series.
Hmm.
And it sounds like it's more than just presenting facts. It's about empowerment, right?
Okay.
Giving adolescents tools to make informed choices.
Exactly. It skillfully blends scientific accuracy with, well, the power of storytelling. That's key.
So our mission here is to unpack how this series works. It draws from public health, digital media, science education.
And uses narrative not just as a way to communicate the science, but almost as a way to think through the science. It's quite clever.
Okay, tell us more about the Navy Blue Gut itself. How does it actually, draw people in?
It uses a great setup conversational episodes, almost like a podcast within the video. You've got these two really accessible characters.
Okay.
One's like a friendly host figure, the other's a science teacher. And they basically guide you through it. They tackle that big question. Why should a teenager even care about something like colorectal cancer now?
And what specific science are they covering? What's crucial for young people to get?
They really dig into that diet microbiome cancer connection. It's fascinating stuff.
The gut health angle.
Precisely. How what you eat affects your gut bacteria and how those tiny microbes can actually influence your cancer risk down the line. The whole idea is to encourage preventive habits. It takes cutting-edge science and makes it relatable, provides sort of a narrative scaffold.
So it invites them to picture making healthier choices.
Exactly. Based on understanding that gut microbiome link. And this brings us to a really important strategy they use called the replay story.
Replay story. Okay, that sounds interesting. It's not just hitting repeat on the video, is it?
No, not at all. It's more sophisticated. A replay story is where you revisit key parts of the narrative across different episodes or maybe different segments.
But not just verbatim repetition.
Right. That's the key.
Yeah.
You present that core information, but in different ways. Maybe from a different character's view or in a slightly different format or with more or less detail.
Okay, so repetition helps lock it in memory, but the variation stops it from getting boring.
You got it. Especially for complex health information.
So why is that so effective for health literacy? Particularly thinking about, teenagers' attention spans.
That's a really good question. From a communication standpoint, it's powerful for learning. Like you said, repetition helps memory, variation keeps engagement high. What's really effective is how it breaks down potentially overwhelming concepts. Things like why early screening might matter later, or spotting symptoms, or understanding lifestyle risks.
It chops them into smaller, more manageable pieces.
Exactly. It lets your brain build stronger connections by coming back to the same core idea through these different lenses or contexts. It's not just rote learning.
And critically, I imagine it connects these scientific ideas to actual human experiences, right? That feels vital.
Absolutely vital,
Yeah.
especially when a topic might feel abstract or, far off for a younger audience. We all know lectures full of facts often don't stick.
True. Storytelling just connects differently.
It really does. It's often more persuasive. So by using these replay stories, the Navy Blue Gut weaves this thread through its episodes. Each time it reappears, it can deepen the understanding and strengthen the emotional and the cognitive impact. It helps bridge that gap.
The gap between the sort of cold medical facts and your own lived experience.
Precisely. Making the information memorable, yes, but also actionable. That's the goal for young audiences.
So, summarizing this, it's a really innovative way to boost health literacy, making complex stuff accessible and genuinely useful for adolescents.
It really is a compelling model for making important, tricky information stick.
Which definitely leaves us with something to think about. If this replay story approach works so well for complex health topics, where else could we use it? What other challenging subjects or maybe crucial life skills could benefit from learning things this way iteratively with variation? Something for you to ponder.